One thing that tells me that Kamala Harris's campaign is going poorly is how she has decided to go after her fellow Americans down the stretch. And I'll tell you, when I was at Madison Square Garden a couple of days ago, it felt like a celebration of the United States of America. It was an incredible, incredible thing to watch. You know, my kids were there, my wife was there, my 7-year-old told an inappropriate joke to Donald J. Trump, which, luckily the president took it in stride. We had great singers, we had American business tycoons, and of course we had our favorite president. And it just felt like a lot of people were thrilled to be there to celebrate the United States of America, our history, and most importantly, what our future could hold if we fix the broken leadership. That's all that Madison Square Garden was about a couple years ago. Sorry, I mean a couple days ago. But here's what Kamala Harris and her team have decided to do over the last couple of days. They've decided to compare Donald Trump's rally in Madison Square Gardens to a literal Nazi rally almost 100 years ago in this country. They've done it. You can go watch the clips yourself. Even though I believe Bill Clinton just a few short years ago accepted the Democratic nomination in Madison Square Gardens when a bunch of people who just want to close down the border and get back to affordable prices gathered to celebrate the future of our country, they called us literal Nazis. That is the Kamala Harris strategy down the stretch. And I want to ask a couple of things. The first thing I want to ask is for us to not take the bait. And here's what I mean by this. I asked for this. Donald J. Trump, he asked for this. But our fellow citizens, whoever they're ultimately going to vote for, we love our fellow citizens and we want Trump to be president so that they can have a better life. I don't care that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz attack me, and I don't care that they criticize us for this policy view or that policy view, but I think it is disgraceful for a person who wants to lead this great nation to call half of her fellow citizens Nazis because she disagrees with their politics. At Madison Square Gardens, and I assume that Kamala Harris doesn't know that, at Madison Square Garden that night, there was a 94-year-old Holocaust survivor who is about as MAGA as it gets, and he was there to support Donald J. Trump. How dare Kamala Harris call that brave man a Nazi? How dare she attack the citizens of her own country for daring to tell her that she's done a bad job? How dare she call her citizens, her fellow citizens, racist for wanting to secure the southern border? How dare she call us fascists for wanting more affordable groceries for our children? Kamala Harris, if you want to look at the face of disloyalty to the United States of America, look in the mirror. Don't attack your fellow citizens for loving this country enough to fight for it.